Welcome back to another video. This is Chef Joanna Short Cute Cooking. Today we're doing a really simple slider. It's not White Castle burgers. We're calling it slider because it's small, like White Castle burger, but it's not the same thing because we're going to be using Boursin cheese and just salt as our seasoning on some really cute buns. So the first thing I do, ground turkey. Make sure your hands are clean and add your kosher salt. Can you see in the baby? Okay. Pause it. Now I'm just mixing the salt in. The reason I'm using ground turkey because it has a really light meat taste. Everybody don't eat beef or pork, but the Boursin cheese with the turkey goes very well. It's not a really heavy taste. I just like the Boursin cheese, or I mean the turkey meat with the Boursin cheese. So we got our flat top. We're heating it up. My cute little dollar store bottles for my oil. Since I'm not making that many burgers, I'm only going to use the front eye instead of both, like I normally do when I do my sandwiches. Because we're not going to be toasting the buns. Wash my hands real quick. Now, for your onions, I minced mine up. That's if you want onions on yours. You don't have to add onions. But if you can't mince your onions up, what you can do is next time you go to the store, get the dried onion chips, onion flakes, and put them in a bowl of water for about 15-20 minutes, and it'll rehydrate them. You'll have minced onions you can just throw on the griddle. Throw on the griddle once it's nice and hot. Celery salt. Add a little celery salt to my onions. It make it taste extremely good. You didn't get to taste it last time, did you? No. When I did the Chicago style, when I did the Chicago style hot dog with the Nathan, and I did my grilled onions, I added the celery salt to it. You know, I am gonna go ahead and do the back eye too, so I can do my onions at the same time. These burgers are going to be really thin, and they're not going to take that long to cook. So this is going to be an extremely quick video. I need this to be just a little bit hotter. You can pause that.
Sure.
Now, depending on how big you want your patty, the only thing I hate about turkey meat is it's sticky. You gotta have your hands a little wet. I'm not really caring about the shape on them. Thank you. Now I'm gonna do. Let's turn that down so it's very hot. Okay. My seasoned onions. Now you don't have to do sliders with these. You can do them any size you want. I just got these cute potato rolls. Just a little bitty potato rolls. I'm just putting a little water on my fingers so the meat don't continue to stick while I'm trying to roll it. It helps it don't stick once I put the Once I put the water on my hand or my finger to spread it out as thin as possible, because that's the trick to a slider, having the patty itself extremely thin. Not thin enough that you're gonna put a hole in it though. Now, if you don't want your onions greasy, you can just dab a little water on them and let them cook like that. As you can tell, you guys, I'm using a different stove in a different location. This one works way better than my last stove, thank God. I don't have that many complaints. I don't usually use the back eye. This is the back of my thing where the logo is. I don't usually use that. The only tricky part to these burgers is if you trying to figure out if you put enough salt on the meat. I'd rather have less salt than too much salt. And the mise en place, everything is already in reach. I don't usually smash down my burgers because it does let out a lot of juices, but we want these to be thin. Now you can leave these on as long as you want, have them as dark as you want. But as soon as they get done, what I do is I add my cheese. Hand me a butter knife, or you see my cheese knife? I think you're the last person that had the cheese knife. Now if you're doing rehydrated onions with this, you don't have to add the water because it's going to already have water on it. So what I suggest is you strain it off. Strain off the water and then add it to the skillet or your griddle. If you don't have one of these, use the regular skillet. My cheese knife.
Thank you.
That is it. You know? This is my cheese knife. Everybody don't have to have one. I got this free when I bought the box of variety cheeses. But this is what we like. This is the Boursin cheese. This is garlic and herb cheese. That's why I say you don't need a whole bunch of seasoning for these burgers. Garlic and fine herb. Now, if you're not going to use all this cheese on here, what I do with the leftover cheese is I do a charcuterie board with my kids. Get some smoked salmon, some butter crackers, saltines, grapes, cucumbers, and everything. Throw me a nice hump of that on the charcuterie board. See, this is why I don't use this part right here because of the logo on it. Now, I know they do look raggedy. Now, I could have did something real fancy and made it look all cute. Come here, plate. And everything, but this is a quick dinner. Just got off work. Kids talking about what we gonna eat.
You like a heart?
And I'm like, didn't I just feed y'all yesterday? But then no. So.
You hear me?
Huh?
You like a heart? Right there.
Oh, this one?
Yeah.
Oh. I'm like, if you got time to go ahead and shape these all cute. And
no, I'm talking about the shape on it.
No, I'm just saying, if you got time to shape them all cute and everything, and let them sit before you cook them, by all means, do that. I don't have time. I don't have that much time. And I'm only going to do about 8 of these, about 8, 9 of these with my hand. And you see how easy they are to cook and to get done because they're thin. I didn't even brush the oil out of my hand. Turn that down a little bit. Once the cast iron is heated up, you want to turn it down so it don't burn. Now this is easy to clean also. I like the crispy parts though. You want yours with the crispy parts? Or no? You don't want crispy parts? Easy to clean. If you don't want the crispy part on yours, there you go. I love cast iron. It's so easy to clean. Just scoop it off to the side. That's what this part for. A lot of people didn't know that. That part is for when you cooking so many. Scrape it off to the side. Alright. Now while the last few are cooking, show you how much cheese to add. You don't want to add too much. You don't want it to be too overpowering. Now with them still being warm, that's it. That's the reason we only added the garlic and herb. That's the only reason we added just some salt to it. Because with this cheese is well seasoned. You don't want to add any extra. You don't want to add garlic powder and onion powder and all that to it because it's already in the cheese. And there you go. Turkey sliders with Boursin cheese. Now, depending on how much you like garlic, you can put as much as you want on there, but be light-handed with your salt. And don't add any other seasonings to it because it will be overpowering and salty. I got these buns with my grilled onions. And that's it. A quick meal. You could have did some. Now, normally, I would have added some fries. Could have, fried some fries real quick to go with it. They just gonna eat these sliders and call it a day. And we have turkey sliders. Like, share, subscribe. If you got any questions or comments, put them down below. And again, this is Chef Joanne at Short Cute Cooking. Don't forget to keep it short, keep it cute, and keep cooking.